evening, Malaysia. My name is Brian, and here's my partner Tishanti.
Thank you for the introduction, Brian, and welcome to News Malion, where we provide you with the latest and most trusted news around Malaysia.
Today, our top news is the dramatic decrease in the Malaysian currency, falling from Sorry for the interruptions, but I just heard recent news that the Egyptian outbreak has gotten worse.
For those of you who do not know much about Egypt, it is a country located on the northeastern corner of Africa on the Mediterranean Sea. Its government is a republic and its capital city is Cairo.
Right now we have James on scene with an Egyptian protester that will explain to us what's going on.
James?
Good afternoon, News Melon. My name is James. I'm here in Egypt with an Egyptian protester. What's your name, sir?
Kahiji.
So, Gahiji, tell us a bit about Egypt.
Egypt is well known for their mystical pyramids. Most of us live in the Nile River as it is our main source of water. There are about 81 million people living here, but it is decreasing as crisis continues.
Tell us a bit about the crisis.
The crisis started a few months back in June when Morsi was elected as our democratic leader. His actions led to the growth of Islamists.
What happened next?
Morsi and the Muslim Brotherhood received many criticism stating that he wanted to monopolize power for himself and failing to implement social and economic reforms. The government then complained against the media for showing all the criticism against Morsi. This all led to the activist group called Rebels, which is where millions of us stand in the Egyptian streets and making Morsi step down. Sooner or later, on July 3rd, the military took Morsi into custody. The Muslim Brotherhood vowed to maintain the protesting groups until Morsi gains his power. That is how it all began, and now Egypt's economy is dropping.
Wow, so what do you think the most important news is?
The most important news is the March of Anger, which happened not long ago. On August 16, it was the third and most latest mass murders ever since Morsi was forced out. The military said they would turn guns on anyone who tried to attack the military forces or any government buildings. This led to 263 people dying and thousands injured. The Imam Mosque has now been turned into a morgue to keep dead bodies in current state from decomposition.
Thank you, Gahiji. Back to you, Tishanti.
Thank you for the story, James. Even though the war is happening in Egypt, many of the other countries have been affected. Everyone is wondering about what will happen next. Not long ago, we interviewed President Obama on his views on the situation. Here is Obama's response to the Egyptian crisis.
The situation in Egypt has been worsening throughout times. However, I would like to make a few points. The first point is that we oppose violence as a response to the crisis. We have seen violence on the streets of Egypt, which violates the human rights. The Egyptian government should also protect the rights of its people. Those demonstrating should also do it peacefully. We should recognize a simple truth. The issue in Egypt will not be solved through violence. Next, I want to turn this moment of turmoil into a moment of opportunity. The world is watching. What we hope for is that everyone sees this as an opportunity. I am confident that the Egyptian people can shape the future that they deserve. And as they do, they will always have a strong friend and partner in the United States. God bless America.
And that's Obama's response. According to our sources, if the fight continues, the Egyptian military will have no choice but to destroy the Muslim Brotherhood. In my opinion, I think they should at least talk it out before resulting in such destruction. Don't you agree, Tishanti?
Absolutely, Brian. That would be just pure cruelty, even to think of it that way. Alright, that's it for tonight's news. We will all be praying hard for Egypt. We will see you next time on News Malion.
Good night, Malaysia.